Welcome back to Sunday Evening Devotions. The text I'd like to share with you is taken from Isaiah chapter 48, verses 9 through 11. God speaks to us through his prophet Isaiah, "For my name's sake I defer my anger. For the sake of my praise I restrain it for you, that I may not cut you off. Behold, I have refined you, but not as silver. I have tried you in the furnace of affliction. For my own sake I do it. For how should my name be profaned? My glory I will not give to another." Now the context, of course, is the continuing promise of God in this latter part of Isaiah to restore his people, to bring them back from their captivity, the judgment that he was about to pour upon them by bringing the Babylonians against Israel. But he had named that in the distant future Cyrus would be his servant and would send the people back because God had promised to keep for himself a people. He was in a covenant relationship with them through Abraham. And God is revealing in these texts that he is God, that he alone is able to save. But God also tells us, and in these verses, particularly verses 4 and 8 of this chapter, that he knows the heart of his people, that they are stubborn, they are treacherous, they are rebellious from birth. Why would God save such a people? Because God is in a covenant relationship with them. Because God has promised to do it for his own sake, we're told. Well, we should take this text to heart. Why should God save anyone? If we look at all of us, we are all stubborn. How many times have we violated the laws of God? How many times have we doubted God's purposes or plans? How many times have we said, well, I just don't know? We're rebellious. We reject the evidence that God has given to us in his created order, that he is the God of all that there is. We know that we have not made ourselves. We know that life is a gift, and none of us knows when it shall end. And if we were to go through the commandments of God that we find in his word, we know that commandment after commandment, we've broken them. Have you lied? Have you stolen? Have you coveted your neighbor's possessions? Have you been faithful, always faithful, without error to your marriage vows? Have you kept yourself pure? You see, we can go through the list. And the second table of the law, as we call it, is connected to the first. Who is your God? So often we think we're gods of ourselves until we come to the point in our lives where disease or death or circumstances beyond our control overcome us, and we can't control the events that direct our lives. No, we are all rebellious at heart. Why would God save such a stubborn people as us? We're told here for his own sake. Because God has made a covenant through Abraham to save a people for himself. In other words, God glories in saving sinners by grace. It is not up to us, as it were, to save ourselves. It is not that we should do this or that. Our only recourse is to plead God's mercy, that he would truly save us from that which we cannot save ourselves, our own sins, our own heart. I urge you to look at your own heart. Are you not rebellious? Have you not sinned against the God of heaven? Why would he save you? Not for anything in you, not for anything in Israel, but for his name's sake, because God is glorified in the saving of sinners. And God promises to change us. God promises in Christ to conform us to his image. He promises new life. God deals with us graciously. And that is the good news. Good night.